This is a brew stand I built. I'd like to make more of them. It pretty much is a culmination of all the things I've seen that other brew stands didn't have, or some had one thing but not the other. And this has all the features that I thought were important in making it fun to brew beer. And it's easy to clean was one of the things I made. The grates are sturdy. What's nice is they all three of them just lift out. So actually you can access it for cleaning, and also if you have to repair or clean a burner out or anything like that, replace any of the components. Very easy to get at to and clean. Ignition system's all there, a separate ignition for each burner. Regulators and needle valves at each point, so you can control pressure and flow at each burner if you want to. And three-way valves at each pump. These are chugger pumps, so you can a lot of times these pumps don't want to, they need to be bleed out a little bit, or a lot of times if you've got one setup on one and you're going over to another setup, all you got to do is turn the valve and then you can take your hoses off at your leisure. The three-way valves are a nice feature. And there's a little lip around this entire stand, about a ½ inch, and that's nice. It keeps your pots contained, and also I like to tip my pots on the front edge once they get down low so I can get my contents out, and it basically holds them right on that edge on the spigot, so there's no strain on it, and it keeps it from accidentally getting knocked off the stand. So, and I got it gauged for my gas. Hoses are neatly secured, yet easy to get at to it underneath for cleaning. GFIC receptacles for the pumps, and any accessories you want to make run off 110, like a small rinse tube or something like that. And another feature too is this thing weighs about 260 pounds the way it's setting right now, all together, complete. It is mobile. I've got tires here on this side here these are in the stored position, and what happens is, if you wanted to take these and the axles are here on the outside right now, they're retracted so you don't catch your feet on them or trip you up. It's pretty easy to do. This bar here is basically the jack. You take this and you push down on it, and it will raise the stand up. You just put your foot on it. That brings it up. I'll just do one tire because it's the same for the other one. Take your tire off. Pull this pin back here. That pulls your axle out. Put that pin from the other side. Put it in here. Pull that out. Now you can just put your tire on. Put the washer on if you want. You don't have to, but it's there. That way you won't lose it. Or you can put it back here on the stud where it was, and there it is. It's about 1 inch off the ground. And then you do the same thing for the other side. You can kind of see how high it is. It's about just 3/4 of an inch off the ground. No higher than it needs to be to get off the, so you can change the tire without a hassle. And then, of course, you just reverse that process. And then once that is on there, both tires are on there, say, you flip up your jack, and then I got some heavy 3/4 inch solid rod. You can adjust how far out you want to come out if you want. As you come out right to where the rod stops right there is plenty. Lock them down, and then lift her up, and you can position it or move it to wherever you need to go. And when you're done, you know, push the rods back and lower the wheels, and you're ready to go. Or if you want to just keep it that way, you could put a block under the other end, or a 2x4, and that would bring it right up even. And you could just leave the wheels on if you wanted to. So that's another option. Around back here, everything's nice and clean. Of course, easy to get to for cleaning, and to adjust your burners if you need to. These burners are nice burners. These are Bioclassic, the BK I think they're the 14s. They're a 10-inch burner, a 12-inch. I believe they're 10 inches across. The ring is 12 inches. And I cut them all down and modified them so it'd be easy to fit into the brew stand. 2 bolts disconnect the whole, 2 big 1/2-inch bolts. Disconnect the entire burner assembly. So if you had to really work on it or something, in a matter of a couple of minutes, you'd have it off. Put it up on the bench and do whatever you need to do with it. But I've used it several times. It works great. I wouldn't want anything any better. I don't think there is anything personally that you could make any better. It's got every feature that I think anybody would ever want on it. I kind of took all the features that I saw that other ones had and didn't, and pretty much combined them all into this. And it's got a nice V in there. I call it the Victory Series brew stand. Just kind of out through a design, I had to, in order to run that center hoses, I ended up V'ing it off there, and I thought that looked nice, and I believe it does. So anyway, that's the Victory Series brew stand, Capital Cove Brewing Company. And if anybody's interested in having me build them one, feel free to contact me, and I can discuss prices and options and that kind of thing. Thank you, and bye-bye.